Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we gonna get the party started. Hey, good evening. It is 11 p.m. on Sunday. And I am bringing y'all Love Island Season 7, Episode 30. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, as soon as it came on, I said, Sierra ain't there no more. And then what they said is Sierra not supposedly, they saying that she left because of for personal reasons. And I said, personal reasons, my butt. I said, it better be some personal reasons. Is it personal reason you personally got booted out and Love Island finally told you to leave? They treating you just like Lisa? Because, I was literally going to stop watching this show if they didn't send that darn girl home. Because I'm like, oh, no, ma'am. We not doing it like that. And it was a real good episode. When I tell you everybody was getting along. And I know my wig is crooked, y'all. Don't say nothing. Don't judge. But everything was so light. Everybody was getting along. And, it was just all just good stuff. It ain't nothing that happened that I was not happy about, other than the fact that when Sierra left, that made it uneven. And, of course, it was more men still than women. And it ended up being 3 men that were not coupled up. And I said, oh, my gosh. So Sierra gone. And then I guess that means everybody, I'm sure everybody won't. Nicolandria, or whatever the name of that, whoever they are. And I'm going to tell them one thing. Don't think y'all going to win that money. Do not think y'all going to win that money. Because I didn't vote for y'all today. I've never voted for y'all. And I can tell y'all, I voted for Amaya and Brian to win that money, because they are the most 2 genuine couples, 2 genuine people in the couple, and it's not performative like it is with Alandria and Nick. So moving on from them, Amaya and Clark, they trying, Amaya, she's trying to distract Clark, and the reason why is because Taylor, he was planning breakfast for Clark, and he wanted to, give her, plan a nice romantic breakfast for Clark. And she was distracting Clark. Why she asked Clark what's her favorite color, and she said black. And I said, oh, black is such a dull, not good color. But if you say so, girl, that's your favorite color. And Taylor takes Clark for breakfast, and the host Ace getting water and acting silly and running and stuff like that. He was the comedian of this episode. And I said, oh, Ace, he ain't that bad, I guess. And he was over there running and acting silly and all this stuff. And then he said, what can I get you, madam? And then she said that she wanted some water. What can I get you to drink, madam? And she said that she wanted some water. And he was running and acting silly and going to get her the water. It's like Amaya and Ace, they was both just laughing. And then they had a good breakfast, and they talked, and she said that she asked, what do you see yourself doing, after the villa? He was just saying that he gonna go back to regular life, and then he gonna be with family, and then go to, you know, check on the animals. And he was just saying, you know, could you see yourself doing this every day? And she said, well, yeah. She said, I can get used to it. And I'm like, girl, you gonna do it. Because I know you like Clark. I like Clark. I mean, I know you like Taylor. I like Taylor too. For you. I said, excuse me, y'all. I said, oh, they so cute. And then they discussed, like I said, they discussed life outside the villa. And they pretty much agreed that they gonna be together pretty much. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And then Pepe and Iris are talking and are really, you know, ready for life outside the villa. And I said, oh, that's gonna be so sweet. I can see Pepe and Pepe and Iris. They are, you know, I can see them being together outside the villa. And then Amaya and Brian, she says that she's the firstborn in America, first nurse in her family. And Amaya says that she feels so safe with him. And she says she just loves it. She just loves their connection. And then they just hug and they just gave each other a kiss. And going back to Sierra, I wrote Sierra gone because of a personal situation. And like I say, she gone because of what she said. You know, because we was giving WeTV, I mean, not WeTV, we was giving Peacock the business about her racial, you know, comment and all that stuff. And she was so snooty and all that. And she never took the competition serious. So I'm like, girl, get out of here. Get out of here. And then Zach along now. And then Amaya and Zach are talking, and she says that she is up to talk, and she is open to their connection. And she said she is up for exploring it. And she said she's up to exploring their connection and their feelings. And then Ace and Shelly, they talk about their life growing up. And he just pretty much tells her how it was for him growing up. And she shares how it was for her growing up. And I said, oh, okay. They always had good conversations, so. Okay, and then Nick and Alandria, they talk, and she says that she is happy that both Clark and Taylor scored very low in the challenge, and that America pretty much don't like them. And she says that she was happy. And then Nick gonna say something, well, was you sad? Were you happy? She said, I said, petty and childish. And then Amaya and Elin, they trying to get, you know, Amaya and Elin trying to get the buddy. And then Brian and Zach K. So I'm like, Elin, go on, boy. No connection there. And then Zach K, he comes and he trying to get a connection with her and talk to her. And then her baby, her man, Brian, he came too. And I said, that's her first love. So y'all ain't gonna be able to get her. That's her man. And then Nick and Alandria are talking to each other. And I said, And then Ariana, she joins. And then everyone at the fire pit, and recoupling at the fire pit is in effect. And then up first is Shelly and Ace, and then next is Clark and Taylor, and then Huda and Chris, and then Iris and Pepe. We knew that. And then Alandria and Nick. I guess we knew that too. And then we know Clark and Taylor. We knew that too. And lastly, Brian and Amaya Papaya. And I said, okay. And then Nick and Alandria, of course. And that was pretty much everything, y'all. They just did a lot of, they did the recoupling, and it wasn't nothing going on. No drama, no nothing. This was an easy, smooth sailing. Episode 30, Season 7, Love Island, USA. I really enjoyed this. It was light, and it was easy for me to talk about it and review it. And I only had 1 page full of notes. And then there was some more on the back. But it was easy. And this was one of the easiest episodes to review. But what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have a blessed night. And bye, YouTube. See y'all later. I'm going to get this uploaded, as well as episode 28 uploaded. And it all should be uploaded by tomorrow. Bye, YouTube. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.